Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today's video is going to cover two popular topics about PC building. The first topic is about building a future-proof PC, and the second topic is going to be about whether you should go SLI or Crossfire versus single GPU. Now let's get into the first topic. The term future-proof is thrown around a lot when gamers are looking to build their PC. There are different ways to operationalize the term future-proof, but generally we all want to have a PC that will last a long time and perform at a consistently high level. But future-proofing by some gamers' definitions means that their PC will laugh at any game that dares to challenge it for a given length of time. Some new builders ask, can this PC play games on Ultra for the next year or the next 2 years? And I've even seen some guys ask whether a PC can last for 5 years. Let's discuss how possible it is to build a PC that's any amount of future-proof. Like any good writing course will teach, you must clearly present your argument, so here's mine. It's not possible to build a completely present-proof PC, so a future-proof PC is even more unlikely with contemporary hardware. Let's get into the reasons why. First, building a PC for the present and future depends a lot on what the builder wants his PC to do. If you want to play games at 60 frames per second on Ultra at 1080p, you can build a present-proof PC rather easily. However, if you want to play Crysis 3 with 8 samples of anti-aliasing across 3 screens in 3D, you're asking too much of what current hardware can manage. Even 4-way SLI Titans can't touch Crysis 3 at that setting. So as for making a future-proof PC, a broad statement such as I want to play all games at any resolution at their max settings isn't going to work. There is always some graphical setting in a game that modern hardware can't touch. So if you can't make a PC that plays current games at their max level, you definitely can't for future games. There are lower level goals that are more feasible, such as I want to play games at ultra settings at 60 frames per second 1080p for the next year. The more specific the goal, the more feasible it is to reach. So what's a good timeline for when you should upgrade? That's entirely up to you and how okay you are with turning down graphical settings. Some guys don't like lowering settings, but some want their equipment to last as long as possible and are okay with turning down settings. Your current settings for future games won't hold up as games get more graphically demanding, and you should definitely expect to have to turn down graphical settings to improve frame rates over time. Some higher end CPUs and GPUs can last longer without doing so, but all technology becomes dated fast. It's the Pandora's box of getting into consumer technology. There is always something better around the corner. You should make your purchases knowing this and have an open mindset when it comes to upgrading. If you want to wait for the next generation, you will soon already be hearing about the generation after that, and it can be a vicious cycle if you let it be. All in all, if you hesitate too much, you can spend more time waiting than actually playing games at a setting you want. For example, here's Intel's roadmap for CPUs and Nvidia's roadmap for GPUs. I've heard some people advise people who want to build a new PC now to wait for the AMD 8000 series and the Nvidia 800 to compare. That's crazy! You can go that long without a gaming PC. AMD 8000 is coming out in late 2013 and Nvidia 800 is coming in early 2014. By no means do you have to upgrade every generation, but if you are struggling and disappointed in current performance, by all means get what's the best at the moment. Phone upgrades are even more intense. I got a Galaxy S3 in December of 2012 and leaked specs of the S4 started appearing next month. I personally have high demands for what my gaming rig should do, so I may have to upgrade before Black Friday. But in summary, an all-encompassing future-proof PC simply isn't possible, and all hardware will be outdated. So for the second topic, let's talk about whether you should go SLI or Crossfire versus going with a single GPU. For example, if you have $500 to spend on a graphics card, you could get a GTX 770 with an advanced cooler or go with a GTX 760 in SLI. You should definitely start with the best single GPU within your budget. The philosophy behind this is ensuring that you will have upgrade options for later. Going SLI right off the bat will limit you to getting only 3-way SLI with much lower level graphics cards. However, going single GPU can allow you to do 2-way SLI with stronger GPUs and even add a third later on. Game optimization isn't a concern in 2013 because most big game releases have SLI profiles available day 1 or within the first week, but you're setting the ceiling way too low for yourself if you start with SLI in a new build. If you want to plan for multi-GPU, definitely go with Nvidia. AMD has microstutter issues with their multi-GPU setups. many frames requested by the GPU don't even reach your monitor. AMD is working on a driver, but it might be a problem uncorrectable with just a driver update. There is never going to be a 0% frame time discrepancy even with a single GPU. I've been reading some statistics, and the frame time discrepancy between a GTX 680 and a GTX 680 in SLI was 5% and 7% respectively, so basically an imperceptible difference. My personal experience with NVIDIA SLI has been fantastic. Maybe next generation AMD GPUs will be much better for Crossfire, but definitely look to NVIDIA GPUs if you want a multi-GPU setup. Unless you're on a very high budget and the only possible GPU configuration is high-end SLI, like SLI Titans or 780s, go with the single best GPU within budget. Well, that's it for this video on popular PC building topics. In the comments below, ask questions for the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name's David, and I'll see you next video.